Third upload of the day, and it's going to be the Los Angeles Lakers, who finished third in the Western Conference last year with a 50-32 record, losing to the Timberwolves in the first round of the playoffs. Now, their only real departure in the offseason was Dorian Finney-Smith, who they lost in free agency, but they did bring in pieces like DeAndre Ayton in free agency from Portland. They have been desperately needing a center. Marcus Smart in free agency from the Washington Wizards, who's going to be a great veteran presence in the locker room and a backup point guard. And then young big man Jake LaRavia in free agency, who I think is going to be able to help this team, not just this year, but in the future as well, post LeBron James. Now, we all know, and I'm sure we saw in the news, LeBron James is going to miss the first 3 to 4 weeks of the season with a sciatica in the left side of his body. This also is the first time, maybe in LeBron James' entire career, where a team is not operating or building around LeBron James. Stories did break that LeBron was interested in signing a contract extension with the Lakers, but the Lakers' new ownership group was not interested in re-signing LeBron, forcing him to pick up his player option for the 24-25 season. It seems increasingly likely that this will be LeBron's last season in Los Angeles, and maybe the last season of his legendary career. He's coming off a season where he averaged 24, 7, and 8. Is this the year that Father Time finally catches up to LeBron? If not, these Lakers could be a very dangerous team. I still think a step below the Nuggets and the Thunder, but still a dangerous team nonetheless. We've heard plenty of talks this offseason about LUKA Doncic getting in maybe the best shape of his entire playing career, at least since he was a rookie on the Mavericks. So I think this might be the year LUKA goes off and wins the MVP, especially with LeBron sitting out the first 4 weeks of the season. Looking at their depth chart, LUKA's going to be the starting 1 with Austin Reeves in the 2. Rui has solidified himself as a starter on that team. Hard to believe we're going into nearly year 5 of Rui being on that team. Although LeBron will miss the first 4 weeks of the season, I believe the combination of Jared Vanderbilt and potentially Jake LaRavia as well at that 4 spot will be applicable and will be good enough to buy those 4 weeks for LeBron to recover. DeAndre Ayton at the center position is going to be a question mark. I've never been too big of a fan of his game, but with a great guard who can pass the ball like LUKA Doncic, maybe he gets back to his 20 and 10 ways that we saw on that successful Phoenix Suns team at the beginning of this decade. I wasn't too sure who to make the X factor on for this video. On one hand, I want to say LUKA Doncic because he could be the league's MVP, but I don't expect him to fall off or have any sort of decline. If anything, we might see new heights for LUKA Doncic. So I'm going to say the X factor is LeBron James himself. He's never slowed down in his career. He's never really missed extended period of time aside from that first season in LA pre-Anthony Davis. So why should I believe he will this year? The first 4 weeks, yeah, it's going to suck not having him, but I do think the Lakers will be totally fine floating around 500 or a little bit above it. At the end of the day, the Lakers with LeBron James and LUKA Doncic should be a pencil in for 50 plus wins. Currently, their win total sits at 46.5, which actually went down 3 wins since the announcement of LeBron James's injury. So I'm going to go over that mark. I still think they might not eclipse 50 wins, but 46.5 seems a little too low, especially with what we've been hearing from LUKA Doncic. The Lakers also extended JJ Redick. He got about a 4-year contract extension, so clearly the new ownership likes what they're seeing there. I do think this team will be a top 4 seed in the West. If not, they're going to avoid the play-in at least, and we'll see if they're able to compete with the Thunder or the Nuggets come May. If you guys think this is the year that Father Time catches up to LeBron, or you think LUKA for MVP is a real possibility this year, let me know in the comments. As always, thank you to Suncoast Sports for helping me put out these videos. Suncoast Sports being a breaking company on the app Fanatics Live. Fanatics Live, where we get all kinds of exclusive rookie cards, autographs, memorabilia from all the legends, rookies, and stars alike. As always, thank you for watching. See you on the next one.